Digger Dave on one of my traveling adventures. I'm just by myself today. It's November 11th, 2022. Does anybody know what day this is? Other than my mom's birthday, it's my mother's birthday. She's 99 years old today. God bless Mom. She's still doing well. But it's also Veterans Day. And on this trip, I'm just going through the mountains here in West Virginia, and I was thinking about all the veterans today. My daughter, give a shout out to my daughter Anita, who's a veteran of the Iraq War. And I was thinking about my dad and all my uncles. My two brothers all served in active service. My dad was a sergeant in World War II, and both of my brothers served in Vietnam. And I was registered for the draft, but I didn't have to go. So you see I just passed into Virginia here.
Welcome to Virginia.
Purple Heart State. Look at that. I didn't even know that was coming. But a couple of my family received Purple Hearts from being injured in combat. My brother Denny, who's still alive and doing well, he was injured over in Vietnam. He's in the Veterans Home in Quincy, Illinois, so I'll give a shout out to my brother Dennis. But just want to thank everybody, all the veterans, for your service, those who are actively serving today and those who have served in the past. Still, God bless you, good veterans. And anyway, on this trip, I'm just thinking about that and being thankful for the freedom we have in this country. We have the freedom of elections. And so I'll be showing some things on this trip. Shelley was working today. She's on a big job, couldn't get free. But anyhow, I'm just coming into Virginia. You can see the mountains there. It's raining this morning and fog. I always enjoy coming through the mountains. I used to live in the hills in Kentucky back in the 1980s. I was going in Bible missions training down there. I lived near Cornetsville, in the mountains, close to Hazard, I guess, is the biggest town anybody might remember is Hazard. But alright, well, I'm heading out to Virginia to pick up some stuff that I had won at an online auction. Some oil lamps, miscellaneous things. And then I'll be heading up into Pennsylvania maybe to do some digging. So just thought I'd bring you along with me on this trip. Gonna give you a little bit showing what I do and what it entails. But I love traveling. I love seeing the country, and this is how you see it, man. You just get out here and driving along these highways, and thank God for the freedom that we've got. We've got these rest areas where you can pull in there and take you a nap. It's just great. I love seeing all the little old houses over here. Man, I'm wondering if there's something over there to dig. All right, well, I'll show you from time to time little snippets here. So come along with me on the adventure. Let's see what we can find. It's raining a little heavier now. Got what's the remainder of that tropical storm that just come up through Florida yesterday, and it's hitting up here in the Appalachian Mountains now. You can see the fog. It's kind of nice though. It's nice driving. It's cool. I left last night, left Hillsboro, Illinois around 6 o'clock and drove through the night. That's just kind of how I like to do it. I like to get out here, get my business done, and I can dig or hit antique malls, scrounge around, see the country. I love seeing what's going on different places. And got all my munchies here. Got me some coffee. Get woke up, got my snacks. Got all kinds of stuff there. Got my big roll back there. I took a little nap. So running off the road, that's not a very good thing to do. But well, anyway, I miss having Shelley with me. But you know, it's nice being out here and you can just pray and get your thoughts together. Again, I'm just so thankful for our freedom, and many men and women paid that price so we could have this freedom, and I don't ever forget about it. Very happy. And like I mentioned, you know, I graduated in 1978 and the Vietnam War ended in 75, so I didn't have to go. I would have gone. I'm think I'm the only man in my family that did not go. Look at that great big hill there. It's so cool. I love going through these mountains. That's good music. Good music. I like rock and roll, I like country, I like gospel, bluegrass, just good music. Alright, made it through the mountains and coming through the Shenandoah Valley, and I see something up here on this house. I don't know if you can see it. There's a lightning rod ball up there, and the lightning rod's just about to fall off there. You see that? There's a yellow amber colored lightning rod ball right there. So I think I'm gonna stop here and see if I can catch somebody home. See if they might let me skinny up there and get that somehow. Alright. Up through Maryland now on 51, heading towards Cumberland. Just going to give a shout out to Creek Diggers, and right up here in your neck of the woods, guys. I don't have your number with me, or I'd probably call you, but anyway, check them out, and them good old boys always digging somewhere. So I was just thinking about you coming up through here, almost to Cumberland. It's been raining all day, so I got my stuff picked up, my lamps, and I couldn't get any video. It was too rainy, foggy and stuff. But anyhow, I'm gonna try to get up into Pennsylvania. I got to pick up some stuff up there and may try to do some digging. All right. Just out west of Cumberland, Maryland. Well, you're talking some heavy fog here. See, it's only about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I can't even hardly see. So, wow, this fog's really set in. All right, here on Saturday morning in Braddock, Pennsylvania. Just looking down a little street here. You can see how narrow this little street is. You see the old houses up here on one street and the little backyards. You come down here, I guess this is a street because there's houses fronting on it. They got little backyards there. But the river's down here in the bottom, the steel plants. It's really interesting. Just laid out on a hillside here. There's a church. Really cool. So, alright, well, I'm going to drive around a little bit, see what else there might be. Coming down to Braddock Avenue. Let's see what street this was here. That's 11th Street. Ahead. I guess this was called New Way. Or U Way. U Way. Sounds Chinese, doesn't it? Alright. I'm gonna drive down the street here. Just take you on a little tour. You can see the hills. There's houses up over here on that hill. There's a big United States Steel Mon Valley Works ET plant. It says no turn on red, but see no cars, but I guess I better wait in case a cop's sitting down the street watching or something. You just never know. Try to obey the traffic laws here. Alright, just past the sign it says welcome to North Braddock, incorporated 1897. So that's not very good. And I'm just coming down Bell Avenue, and there's 14th Street, and you can see there's looking down to the river over here. That would be to the northwest. There's a steel plant there. So let's go up north on Bell here. Just roll up the street, kind of showing you the lay of the land here. There's a lot of houses that are lived in, but there's a lot of vacant ones also. You see a lot of vacant lots. A whole bunch of them over here on the left side of the street. Heading northwest. There's a big vacant lot there. Vacant houses. Some places are pretty nice. A lot of people have moved out of this area. This is 13th here. Just passing 13th Street. Get down there, there's the steel plant. Okay. I guess it's the next street. You can see there's a lot of these vacant lots. Houses that haven't still got the power on it, but nobody's living in it. Robinson Street. Congress Street, Congress and Bell. Going up the hill there. Goes up a couple blocks and dead ends on the hill. There, vacant lot. Somebody came down the street here, looks like, and crashed into these cars. There's one there that's been whacked, and there's been one right here also. Whole front end's real bad. Probed up here on these. I didn't really hit anything. A couple little shallow pits. Didn't feel like anything in them. Old vacant house there. I was back in there, just didn't see anything. Look good. Okay, we're heading, I think, towards more of a center part of town. And a great big, massive vacant house there. See right next to it, nice house, people living in it. All right, and there's Verona. All right, I'm gonna jump down a little ways. All right, interesting historical sideline here about Braddock's defeat on July 9th, 1755. General Braddock's British forces en route to capture Fort Duquesne were ambushed and routed by French and Indians within present limits of Braddock and North Braddock, forcing retreat and failure of the expedition. That's pretty cool. Over here we got a statue of George Washington, and thank God that they ain't let bunch of idiots pull these statues down to remind us of our nation's history. I'm proud of our history and our heritage, so if you don't like it, go somewhere else, is the way I look at it. But dedicated July 9th, 1930 to Colonel George Washington, who served as aide-de-camp to General Braddock in the Battle of Braddock's Field. Around this site, July 9th, 1755. And another sign here, Lafayette's tour on May 29th, 1825. General Lafayette visited Braddock's Field and spent the night at the Wallace Mansion. He left for Pittsburgh the next day. And also another one here, Braddock's Field, known as the high tide of the Whiskey Rebellion, the rendezvous of militias from Pennsylvania's 4 western counties, took place here August 1st and 2nd on 1794. This was the largest armed resistance to the national government between the Revolutionary and Civil War eras. Although this demonstration by 5,000 to 7,000 men was essentially peaceful, it signaled to the government a need for military force to suppress the revolt. And just show a little bit here. It's a beautiful mansion there. It's awesome. Look at that thing. I don't know what that is now, but it sure is cool. And there's a school there, Woodland Hills Administration, and a beautiful blue Grand Caravan parked there, belonging to Digger Dave himself. Yes, sir. All right, well, I just thought it was cool. Neat little signs here, history. It's good for us to be aware of that, teach our children, our grandchildren. It's not all good, of course, but hey, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but it's history. It's who we are, and it's made us who we are as a nation and the freedom that we have. All right, now I'm in a area that's down closer to the river. I think I was in North Braddock, and now I'm actually in the town of Braddock. And we see Gate Street here going up that direction. And as I wheel towards the river, there's a bunch of vacant lots. I just passed some nice vacant lots right back in there. So I'm gonna look around this area a little bit, spook around, see what we can find. And coming up here to 5th Street. Alright, and I'm on Talbot Avenue. Talbot and 5th right here. Let's go up one more block. There's a couple other little streets down there closer to the river. I'm going to try to get down there, I think. Alright, Talbot and 4th. I don't know if that street sign was turned around or what, but I'm on Talbot and 4th. You can decipher that. Road closed through there. Looks like they're doing some work down there. That street. Well, there's some old looking houses here though. Look at that. Might see if I can get permission here a little bit. Oh, that one's do not enter, so can't enter there. Let's go one more. If there is one more block down here, let's see. No, looks like I'm about run out of area here. I'm gonna turn anyway. It's like there's a railroad. Kind of a salvage operation going on here. It's like a junkyard. I've seen the junkyard dog right back there. Drive down here a few blocks and catch this one-way street back here called Cherry Way. Looks kind of interesting to me. So there's a railroad to my right. We are heading south here. Really don't know what street this is. Let's see. Boy, there's a bunch of stuff there, like a dump. You only see a no dumping sign. City puts up. Josh Steel Company Recycling, today for the future. Aluminum cans. Alright, this is 6th Street. I've actually been on Washington Avenue. A couple old looking houses there now. Those look a little older. It's more like it. The guys probably dug all down in here, but I might have to check this out a little bit. Let's see what this sign is here. Some kind of a community flower garden. Flower or something. There's a cat sitting there. Guard cat. There's a watch cat. Yeah, see him on that little pile there. Meow. Kitty cat. That's a potential spot, but let's keep it going here. There's 7th Street. This is Braddock Junior High School. Right there you go. That was a big junior high now, isn't it? 3-story. No longer in operation. Alright, coming on an old house here. It's abandoned. I'm probing on this lot, but unfortunately it butts right up against another house there. It looks like, I think it's lived in, but somebody's taking care of it, so I don't want to go around there too much. But anyway, you can see this one's been long abandoned. It's shot. Probably an 1870s, 1880s house. And we're going to look at it, see if we see anything in here. There's a cool tree, like a vine wrapped around it. Might be a good little cane or something. But alright, here we go. Now let's see, somebody's got a kind of yard back in there. There might be something underneath there. I'm going to have to look in there in a minute ago. We got to watch here because One of the things you gotta watch for in your houses. See that nail sticking up there? I actually stepped on it, but it didn't penetrate all the way through my boot. All right, let's see what's in here. At least it's dry. It's raining outside, so I don't know how good the light's gonna be. But it's like a little addition here, kitchen. Please check for doorknobs, old black doorknobs. Pretty old. Looks pretty nasty in here. One never knows. You know what? I do have a light. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that on my head here. Get a little bit of light on the situation here. Hang on. Alright, there we go. There, that's better. Forgot I had my headlight. Anyway, I always looked around here. Could be like Corningware, you know, stuff that's sellable now. And a lot of people that scrounge these years ago. In fact, there might be something right there. Oh yeah, look at that. It's not real old, but it's a Planter's peanut jar. It's pretty cool. How old that is, boy, I wish there was a lid laying around here for it. Alright, well I'm going to take that home. See if I can find the lid. What's here? Some critter been coming out of there. Hey, there's a sugar shaker. It's not real old. There's that lid. That might be my lid right there. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, look at that, huh? All right. Yeah. Oh, look around. See, there's a corn salt shaker. Nah. I don't know, but I think it's plastic. Hardened salt in there. Look at all the spices they turned upside down here. But you know, like I said, that Planter's, there's a fruit jar. Oh, it's a mess, but hey, you know, one never knows what you might find. Get down in there. There's a big jar down there. There's an old flour sifter. Fairly old stuff. There's a couple platters. I'm gonna have to get up there and take a look at those. Alright, let's see. Well, you know what, I think I'll grab if I can find a clean bucket. That one, somebody's probably been doo-dooing in that one. We don't want that. It's red. It's plastic. Could be Fiesta. Nope. What did I see in here? A jar and a flour sifter. I don't know. It might be a debate on that. What did I see in here? Oh yeah. I knew you were coming, so I baked a cake. Well, look at that. Somebody baked a cake for me. All right, well, that ain't so good. All right, let's get out of here. Planter's peanut jar, that was a good little find there. So I'm going to take that, find something to put it in here. All right, always got to look up in the ceilings, and you never know, they could have put a sign someplace. So that's what I already looked up there. I went up there a minute ago and went and got my camera. Didn't see that Planter's jar though, so I didn't really look around very good. So old drawer. Pays to go through here. There's some old glassware. There's one of them green bug sprayers. Green glass. Just some glassware, but old enough stuff to be interesting. You know, that's why I want to look through here, because this particular area, it doesn't seem like people really knew a lot about antiques. I'm sure they got anything that was good, but all right, let's. Oh boy, something's dangling on my head here. There's an old saw stuck down in there. I don't know. I might keep that bug sprayer. That's kind of cool too. There's me something to put my stuff in. Whew, it stinks in here. It's not coons or something. There's a, look at there. There's a big old glass shade for a light, you know, ceiling light. Heavy, real heavy. hung up on a ceiling. It might be worth grabbing too. Man, that dude is heavy. Alright, I'm not going to dig through all that. There could be something underneath it, but there may be something under there I don't want to find. An old radio. Alright, well, let's go upstairs. What, there might be. Yeah, okay, well, let's see. Let's go upstairs. Watch these carpets. Man, stinks. I smell coons. I should have a mask on now. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Know what's in here. Watch this. Water's been leaking in pretty bad, so you gotta always watch the floors. Alright, there's a couple of nativity scene. That's ceramic. There's a wall hanger for horses. That's kind of old. Plaster. No, Christmas stuff. Alright, well, I don't see anything else in here. Let's go upstairs. There is an attic. Boy, it's shot though, looks like. Man, gotta be careful up there. Well, let's just go see the room here. Have to come and check through here. I can tell somebody was living here probably 10 years ago or something like that. But some older people lived here. That's where a coon was laying or something in there. Kind of got to watch this. I don't know where he's at. Going up into the attic here. Anybody up here? Hello? Hooty hoot. Oh, it's all got insulation. That ain't no good. You see, there's a roof. No vent. Alright, I'll try to keep it right here where the light is. Nah, I see nothing. If there ever was anything here, it's long gone. There's some old pieces of wood. I don't see anything there that looks worthwhile, so alright, let's get on out of here. It stinks.